Hey kiddos, I'm here to show you how to complete your spelling assignments for the week. So to start off, I'm going to go ahead and check my weekly overview for assignments and see what I need to do for spelling. Okay, I'm going to zoom in on this and scroll down to spelling. It says choose one spelling activity to complete from our Google Slides presentation, found on Google Classroom page under classwork. And it looks like I see that same thing 3 times. So I need to do 3 of these spelling activities. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and close out with this arrow and scroll back up, and I'm going to go click on classwork. I know this is where I can find all of my assignments. So I can go ahead and scroll down to spelling, or if I wanted to, I could click on spelling on the side. It's completely up to you. So when I see spelling, I see that I have one assignment in blue. I have one material in gray. So you guys should have your unit spelling lists at home. I did pass those out before this break we've had. If not, though, I have posted them right here. So if you need to see our words for the week, you would go to Smoke Jumpers and our spelling words. They're multi-syllabic words, so many syllables. And these ones right here are regular spelling words, and then the ones written on the sides, those are the challenge words. You can choose if you'd like to include the challenge words in on your spelling activities. It's completely up to you. So you can either, if you have a printer, you could print this. If you have it at home, like you brought it home, that's fabulous. You can use that. Or you can always copy them onto a sheet of paper for you to use for your assignments. There's many options for you. So after I've taken a look at that, I'm going to go back and close out. And I'm going to click on the actual assignment right here in blue. And it says choose 3 activities to complete for your weekly spelling homework. So I'm going to click on view assignment. And I'm going to go ahead and make a copy because I'm going to have my own spelling activity. So I'm going to make a copy. And while it's copying, we'll just wait patiently. Perfect, there it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on that, and it's gonna open up a new tab for me. So now in this Google Slides, we have tons of different spelling activities for you to do. You could add your name right here if you'd like. You don't have to, because I'll still know that you've done it. But I'm gonna add Mrs. Vulgarino. This is my word study spelling journal. Okay, so there's lots of different activities. I'm not going to explain all of these because each slide does a really good job of explaining it. Okay, so here's some helpful hints. It says, if you accidentally delete a text box, just press the undo button at the top, right up here. Okay, if you need to add more words, insert a text box. So you could say insert text box if you need it. If you run out of room on your page, duplicate your page by going to the slide on the left. Then click right and choose duplicate. So hopefully you don't need to use all of these things, but these are just hints if you need them. So you can come back to that if you need to do those things. So the first one, we have ABC, easy as 1, 2, 3. Type each of your words in ABC order. Picture perfect, type each of your words, then insert a picture that represents your word. Backwards, writing your words backwards, making money, so each letter is worth a dollar amount. Pyramid spelling, spelling shark, typing your words 3 times each, left or right, sticky spelling, funky fonts, word family sort, caps lock, what a mess, rainbow spelling, spell in the dark, talk about spelling, spell and measure, road trip spelling, context clues, camo spelling, vowels are missing, wacky word search, silly sentences, and dictionary dig. So 24 different activities for you to do. You only need to choose 3. Okay, if you want to do extra, you are more than welcome to do extra. So I'm going to go ahead and pick one to do. Let's see. Let's do sticky spelling. Okay, it says type each of your words on the post-it notes 5 times. So I know one of our words this week is gleefully. So I'm going to write gleefully 5 times. Looks like I'm running out of room. I'm going to make this text box a little bigger by pulling down. There we go. Gleefully. Okay, and then I go ahead and go to the sticky note, the next sticky note. So anytime where it says like type or text here, that's where the text box is going to be. If I run out of room like I did on that first sticky, I can make my text box bigger by just dragging down on this blue box. So I can do it in any of these little blue boxes. I can make my text box bigger if I need to. Okay. One of them was funky fonts. So let's say I wanted to do funky fonts. It says type your spelling words 3 times each, but use a different font for each word. Okay. So I would write gleefully 3 times. And then I believe one of your words is declaration. So I'm going to go up to fonts and I'm going to pick Happy Monkey. And I'm going to write declaration. Declaration. Perfect. And I would just keep going. Okay. If you run out of room and you're like, I can't fit all of my funky fonts for all of my words in here, you can go ahead and copy this slide and just insert it. So now I have 2 of them. So I would just delete these extra ones I have. But now I have 2 pages of funky fonts. Okay. If you don't know how to do that, that is okay too. You could also just make your font smaller. So it's kind of big right now. It's at 48. I could just scale this down to maybe 30. Now I can fit a lot more words in there. Okay. So there's a lot of options for fitting your words in there. Okay. So right up here, you have your different fonts. Right here, you have your word size. You could bold, italicize, or underline them. Another one was rainbow spell. It says type each spelling word. Each letter of the word must be a different color. So for this one, I would need to use these colors right here. So if I'm going to spell gleefully, I would just use this button up here to change the colors of each of my letters. Okay, and then I'd return and I would do my next word. Okay, so after you've chosen 3 activities to do, you can go ahead and go back to Google Classroom and you would click Turn In. Okay, again, if I start an activity, let's say I want to do 1 spelling activity a day, I can always return back to my activity and all of my work should be there. It still says Mrs. Valgarino. Let's see. Is my sticky spelling there? Yep. My funky fonts are there, and my rainbow spell that I started is all there. Okay, so remember it will save automatically for you. So I would just go back to Google Classroom, and I would click Turn In. Yep, I want to turn that in. And it has turned from assigned to turned in. Okay. If I realize maybe I forgot to do an activity or I didn't finish it, I can always click unsubmit. If you have to, we want to make sure that we're checking over our work before we turn it in, just like we do at school, so that we don't have to unsubmit, because I think I have to give you permission to go back into the document, so it might be a little bit before you can go back in. But if I really did miss an activity, I can click unsubmit and unsubmit. And then after I give you permission, you'll be able to go back into that document. Okay? But you have 3 activities to complete for the week. Any 3 that you would like using our Unit 5 Week 1 spelling list for smoke jumpers is what it's called. Okay? After I'm done with this and I want to go back to our home page, I can just go ahead and click on these lines in the corner and click on Mrs. Valgarino's 4th grade class, and there I am back in my home page or our stream. Okay, so that is how you will complete a spelling activity for the week. Thanks for listening, 4th graders. If you have any questions, please let me know. I would love to help you out. See you later.